Hi, it's the Irish Gypsy here to give you your September 2016 general readings. Thank you so much for all of the shares and likes and subscribes, and thank you so much for continuing to watch and follow my YouTube channel. Thank you for all the updates and the comments and particularly the stories you continue to send me on how the readings play out in some of your lives. And thank you particularly to those of you who take the time to send them an email, and also those of you who take the time to post on my YouTube channel. Your support is much appreciated. Thank you to those of you who continue to reach out for personal one-on-one readings, which are my favorite things to do. And if any of you are interested in a personal one-on-one reading with me, you can click on the little About sign on my YouTube channel's homepage. That will give you more information and detail on myself, the services I offer, and my contact information and email address, which is Maggie1McGuire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to work with you, so if you're interested, send me an email and we will go from there. It is always an honor and always a pleasure to read for you, and I thank those of you who continue to reach out for the trust you place in me to interpret and intuit the cards for you. I'm usually asked about turnaround time, and I'm pretty good about getting back with you pretty quickly and scheduling a reading. And it can be anywhere from 3 days to up to about a week and a half, but typically within about 10 days maximum, we can usually do a reading. I'm still traveling Eastern Europe right now, so I'm doing a lot of recorded readings rather than Skype because time coordination is sometimes a little challenging, but still have openings left for those. So again, if you're interested, send me an email and we'll set something up. Make sure to check your rising and your moon sign as well. If this is your primary sun sign, this is for Leo for September. If this is your primary sun sign, it may or may not resonate as predictively for you as your rising and your moon sign. Or if you're like me, you may find that each of your three signs, sun, moon, and rising, resonate for you in different areas of your life. It really just depends on who you are and what's going on in your life and how that plays out for you. Just make sure to watch all three to get as clear and definitive a picture as possible. So enough of that, let's move right on into this. This reading is for Leo for September 2016. Leo, September 2016. Show me the energies for the fire sign of Leo, the lion, for September 2016. Feisty, fiery felines, Leo, the lion. Leo, the lion. September 2016. What does September 2016 hold for the fire sign of Leo the lion? Okay. We begin with strength, followed by the wheel of fortune. Wow. The 5 of cups, followed by the sun, judgment, followed by the 4 of swords, the 3 of wands, followed by the 7 of pentacles, and from the bottom of the deck, your crowning card overall energy is the 7 of wands, and the ace of cups seems to want to come out with it as well, so I'm going to keep that in there. So you're going to have 2 crowning cards, Leo, the 7 of wands and the ace of cups. Interesting. Let me just take a look here. Leo, it feels like you really have been dealing with something quite challenging. I know that it felt like for all of the mid-month, the August mid-month readings for all of the signs, it felt like a lot of you had really been working on overcoming a lot of challenges, a lot of difficulties, facing demons, facing fears, facing insecurities, just really doing a lot of work in overcoming. And it kind of continues with you, Leo. It feels like it feels more like anything like there's still some defensiveness here, and that probably you need to take a step back and take a rest and maybe take some reflection time as well. So we begin with a pretty powerful major arcana combination of strength paired with the wheel of fortune. And again, I'm using my Gilded Tarot deck by artist Ciro Marchetti. So strength, major arcana card, significant energy, can represent significant and major life shifts and life changes. Strength represents strength, but more of an inner kind of strength for you, I feel, this month. And I feel like something's coming in that's very fortuitous and helping you deal with something. And again, I feel like it's wrapping something up. I feel like there's still a little bit of defensive energy about something. And for a lot of you, it's about new beginnings in love, new emotional beginnings of some kind. Looks like going into September 2016, the end of August 2016, because I'm recording this at the end of August. It's all about facing those fears, facing those demons, facing those insecurities, facing them head on, embracing them, walking through them, and which gives you the strength and courage to continue moving on into your future quite courageously. I feel like you're getting some divine timing, divine orchestration, divine help in dealing with that. Something is coming in which I think is quite unexpected and a stroke of good luck and good fortune to you. Something fortuitous, something, a blessing that's bringing you strength. I feel like it's an unexpected sort of thing coming from an unexpected source, perhaps. And it is helping you to, it is giving you the strength to, again, overcome. I think for a lot of you, it's facing fears and facing demons. And for a lot of you who are watching this, it's going to represent love, relationships. It doesn't necessarily have to mean romantic or sexually based relationships, but it does feel like it's emotional and it's relationship oriented because of those crowning cards you have. And it's helping you not only deal with it, facing fears and insecurities and moving through them, but it's also helping you take your focus away on the past, on what you know, on what you don't have, and focus instead on what you do have and opportunities which are coming your way, which is echoed in the next combination of cards, which is the Five of Cups, followed by the Sun. Again, Leo, it feels like God's, your spirit, angels, guides are coming in to really help you and give you that kind of mental, emotional strength and fortitude needed to get through this last little bit and let go. Relax, let go of some of this defensiveness, this holding on, this fighting for something, and this negative focus on what you don't have, which is represented in this Five of Cups card. Cups is governed by the element of water. It's all about feelings, emotions, relationships, love, all kinds of love and relationships, not just romantic and sexually based. This man is sunk down to his knees in the grass, focused. His mental and emotional focus is solely and completely on the spilled over, tipped over cups, representing too much energy focused on what you do not have, Leo, what you've lost, what you feel has been taken away from you, or what you feel you want but you don't yet have. Behind this man, there are these two beautiful goblets, upright, full, but he can't notice them. He's not even looking at them because his back is turned to him because, again, all of his energy is focused on what he doesn't have. For some of you, this is going to represent what you want but don't yet have. Too much focus on that. For some of you, it's going to represent what you had and no longer have, or what's been taken from you. But regardless of how you look at it, it looks like you're receiving some kind of unexpected help, blessings. Just the energy is coming in to help kind of take that focus off. Not just take it off, but actually face it, look at the reality of it, and move through it, which allows you to disengage from it, because it, again, it's like being stuck completely in the past or just in negativity, and you have some kind of energy coming in that's allowing you to focus on the blessings that remain in your life, and again, opportunities for some of you that are going to be coming your way that you run the risk of missing if you're not actually paying attention to your environment. The Sun is coming in to help you with that beautiful major arcana card. The Sun has a very lightening effect, illuminating. When you see the Sun, it represents a loosening up of restrictive energies, being able to take a deep breath, kind of spring after winter, light after dark kind of feeling. There's a strong theme of fun, of social activities, of love, light, laughter, warmth, everything that you associate with when you think about the Sun. This is what's going to help you overcome this energy of the Five of Cups. And again, these major arcana cards, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 in your main spread. It feels like the fingers of the divine are, again, coming in really to help and assist. Feels like there's some unexpected happy things coming in to help you get through the last little bit of challenges and kind of take your focus off negative stuff in your life or gaps that you have in your life. And there's also kind of a strong suggestion for some of you that you need to get out, you need to loosen up, you need to have some fun to kind of get your mind off of whatever the focus of this is. And again, for a lot of you, I think it's love and relationships. Again, that could be all different kinds of relationships, but important to you and emotional. Now, next to that, we have another major arcana card. We have Judgment, paired with the Four of Swords, Rest, and Respite card. I'm feeling tired just looking at this reading, Leo. But, I mean, you have the Strength card. This is your card. I mean, it's strength. You have the Sun. You have two cards which connect quite deeply to who you are, your element, your animal sign. It's all kind of there. You're getting it done this month. But you're getting, again, some divine help and divine blessings in doing that. But there's, again, a strong suggestion for some of you to let down the guards a bit, to just face the fears, walk through them. I don't think they're going to be as big as some of you think, but it feels like you need to get out, have some fun, loosen up, lighten up. It's just been a little too heavy and too serious for you, especially with the mid-month readings. So we have Judgment, which is a pretty serious card in that Four of Swords. Judgment is that call to action. It's the card that says, be very careful about how you walk through this situation. Be careful about how you walk through this path. And what it actually is specifically, of course, is going to play out differently because there's so many of you watching. But the Judgment card has an air of finality about it. It says, be careful about the decisions you make and the actions you take in walking through this path, because consider everything carefully, think everything through carefully, because the decisions you make and the actions you take are going to be pretty difficult, if not impossible, to come back from. So just make sure that you're thoughtful, and if you're going after anything, make sure it's really what you want to do and the choices you make are really what you want, because it's going to set the stage for quite some time to come. The Four of Swords, Rest and Respite, mentally too. Swords is governed by the element of air. It's all about our words, our ideas, our thoughts, how we look at things, how we think about things, our belief systems, our perspectives and mental outlooks. The Four of Swords is a card that speaks of taking a step back, to take a break from something, to take a rest from something. For some of you, this is conflict, especially since one of your two crowning cards is the Seven of Wands, which is a card that can represent being defensive, being on guard, defending something, standing by something, protecting something, holding on to something. And it's not depending on the reading, of course, this is a general reading. It's not clearly negative or positive, specifically, unless you look at what's going on. But again, it feels like there's too much energy spent in holding the line, defending, protecting. It's not that it's not worth defending and protecting, whatever it is that those of you are standing by. But it feels like the strong advice, and you're getting help doing it this month, is to take a step back, again, represented in this Four of Swords. Withdraw from conflict for the time being. It's not like you're forgetting what's going on, but this man is he's withdrawing from conflict for the time being. He's still girded for battle, but he's taking some time off, taking a step back, reflecting, taking a look at it, resting, restoring, recharging. It's sitting right next to that Sun card. Get out, have some fun, get in the sun, spend some time with your friends. It's not like you're going to ignore this or it's going to go away, but it feels like you just need to take a break from being strong, which you are, Leo, from being that beautiful, lovely, strong, fiery, feisty person that you are. Feels like this month the universe is strongly suggesting and helping you kind of take a step back, put the swords down, put the wands down, put the staffs down, take a break, let it go for just a little while. And for some of you, this is going to, include also the advice of taking some reflection and assessment time while you're doing this as well. We wrap up the month with the Three of Wands, paired with the Seven of Pentacles. It's a nice combination of energy. It's a quieter energy. It's a reflective assessment energy. The Three of Wands. Wand is governed by the element of fire. Oh, I feel tired doing this reading, Leo. So much energy here. Wands is governed by the element of fire, your element. You are a fire sign. Wands is a suit whose energy is all about creating, manifesting, change, movement, action, power. It's an action-oriented suit. It's a forward-moving suit. It's about manifesting and creating and building things. But of all the cards in the suit of Wands, the Three of Wands is actually the slowest. It's more about patience, gestation. It speaks of being at a place like this man is, these two wands planted behind him. He's holding on to the third one. He's watching the ship sailing off or coming back in. It represents that he's done everything he can. These wands represent that he's done all the homework, he's done all the work, he's done all the research, he's done all the planning, he's put all the energy in he can, all the effort. Like you obviously have all this strength, all this Five of Cups, all this Seven of Wands, defensive, protecting, defensive, standing by something, believing in something quite firmly. You've done everything you can. This man has done everything he can, and now he's waiting. He's in a gestative patience waiting. It's kind of the breath before the storm, not necessarily that it's a bad storm coming. He's done everything he can when he sent the ship out, and now he's waiting to see what will be brought back on this ship. Will it be full, half full, empty? He's done everything he can. The universe is saying, take a step back, reflect, assess, take a break, have some fun. You're waiting to see what the outcome is. That Three of Wands is paired with the Seven of Pentacles. This is a card of reflection and assessment. Again, we're wrapping up the month of September 2016. Quieter, more relaxed, letting the hair down a bit, getting out, having some fun, relaxing, taking a quieter look at things. That's one of the things the Seven of Pentacles represents as well. Pentacles is a suit governed by the element of earth, tangible, see, touch, and feel sort of things. Concrete things can often represent money, finances, job, career, property, etc. It's harvest time on this card. This woman has, just like the energy of this Three of Wands, she's done all her work. She's planted the seeds. She's fertilized it, watered it, nurtured it, pruned it. It's grown. The fruit is there. It's ripe. It's ready to be picked. There's a ladder so she can climb up and pick the fruit. She has her basket, but she hasn't yet begun to pick because she's kind of assessing. She's reflecting. She's looking at the harvest. She's seeing what's grown. She's considering the effort that she's put into it. Has it been worth it? Is it going to be worth it? Is it worth picking the harvest? Did she get what she expected to? Was the yield what she expected? Was it more than she expected? Is it worth planting another crop of the same fruit? Or should she decide to do something different? She's done everything she can, and now she's looking to see what's happening, what's there, and if it's still worth it. Reflection, assessment. It's a quieter energy, this Three of Wands and the Seven of Pentacles, that you're wrapping up the end of the month with, and it feels very appropriate because, again, a lot of energy, some pretty intense stuff in the middle of August 2016. So as we end August, going into September and then through September, it looks like, again, the focus is strongly for you to let the guards down. Even if what you're defending, protecting, believing in, waiting for is worth it, you're very invested in it because your crowning card, your first crowning card was the Seven of Wands, which is defensive, protecting, standing by, believing, waiting for something. You may feel that it's challenged or threatened, so you're just vigilant all the time. Overall energy. What is you protecting, defending, vigilant about, standing by, waiting for, believing in? Well, again, specifically, it's going to play out a variety of ways because there's a variety of you watching. But it's emotions, it's feelings, it's relationships, love. For some of you, this is going to be romance, the love, romance, sexual-based relationships, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, etc. It could be other type of relationships. It could be other soulmate, kindred spirit type of relationships, best friends. For some of you, you can apply the same energy to job and career. Certainly the investment of time and waiting, you can certainly apply it to that as well. But it is very emotional. It's emotional investment. I think for the larger portion of you, it's going to be about personal relationships that you've been defending, standing by, protecting, waiting for, hoping for. So much energy, so much strength. But the month of September, Leo, it's about letting that guard down a bit. Not forgetting it's there, not ignoring it, but just taking a break. Maybe taking a little reflection and assessment time. Get out, have some fun, rest, recharge, reflect. Looks like you're going to have some, again, divine help and divine blessings. Maybe some good luck and good fortune. Maybe some opportunities for fun and relaxation that you weren't expecting. But it looks like it's sorely needed because I know August has been pretty intense for just about every sign that we did mid-month readings for. So Leo, that pretty much wraps up September 2016. I hope you've enjoyed it and that you found it useful. Take a step back, let the hair down a bit, let the mane down a bit, and more will be revealed, I think, in mid-months and going into October as well. And if any of you are interested in a personal reading, please feel free to click on the About button on my YouTube channel's homepage, and you can also email me directly at maggie1mcguire@gmail.com. I would be delighted to do a reading with you. And until I see you again in a couple of weeks for the September 2016 mid-month readings, I wish you joy, peace, blessings, and a happy life. Thanks for watching, Leo, and I'll see you soon. Bye.